Hello, darlings. Welcome back. If you haven't been here before, my name is Ceejay. This little sweet thing is Mika, and you are on our. I don't know what I did. You are on our beauty channel in this massive beauty community. Today I am coming at you guys with a updated foundation routine of mine. I actually came across this on a apparently viral TikTok video where it shows all of these different women and beings, I guess, switching up the way that they apply their foundation and their like skincare and all that good stuff. So normally the way that I have always applied my foundation and skincare, as well as the way that I have applied it on my clients, was moisturizer, serum, eye cream, primer, foundation, concealer, translucent powder, setting spray, all that good stuff. Today we are going to be doing moisturizer, serum if that's your thing, eye cream, and then translucent powder, a setting spray, primer, and then your foundation. I have actually tried this with several foundations since the picture that I posted earlier this week. I posted it on my Snapchat and on my Instagram feed. If you guys are not following me yet, you can find me in the description box below. I will link all of my handles to everything. So today we are going to be using the Fenty Original foundation, but I just want to give you guys a little bit of tidbit information that I have used it with the Fenty Hydrating, the Smashbox Hydrating. I have used it with the brand new Stay Naked by Urban Decay. I have used it with the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet, and I have also tried it with a tinted moisturizer, and it worked. So I hope that you guys stay tuned and keep watching this, because I feel like that you can, benefit in some very vital information that could change your makeup life. So yeah, keep on watching, and I hope that you guys are just as shooketh as I was when I tried this. And I will see you on the other side, I guess. I don't know. How do we end these? How do we go from an intro video to another video? I don't know, but we're doing it. Quarantine nails, don't make fun of my quarantine nails. Okay, we're gonna get right into it. As you can see, my lashes and my eyebrows are done. I have nothing on my skin except a nice cleansed face. So going back, instead of going like moisturizer, primer, or moisturizer, serum, eye cream, primer, all that good stuff, we are doing moisturizer, translucent powder, setting spray, then primer of choice, which I'm not going to use today. I will tell you why when we get there, and our foundation. So the moisturizer that I am using today is the Renewed Hope in a Jar by Philosophy. Really, I'm only using this because it's a high hyaluronic concentrated kind of moisturizer, and right now I am preferring more of a hyaluronic based moisturizer over more of a creamy kind of emulsive base. So yeah, use whatever moisturizer that's working for you at this time. I'm also going to go in with my eye cream, because eye cream helps with concealer, keeps it from kind of creasing, and also, you know, a good eye cream always keeps the wrinkles away. Or if you have puffiness or fatigue, you know, get one that takes care of that. We are going to let this dry just a little bit. The TikTok video, I didn't catch if they said that that was important. I'm just kind of using my noggin and doing that. So we're going to dry this off real quick. Please don't pay attention to where I picked up my face. I just couldn't help myself. Okay. And the translucent setting powder that I am using today is by Milk Cosmetics. So because I'm using this one, which is a blurring setting powder, I am not going to go in with a primer, because usually the primer that I use is a blurring kind of pore filling one. I have tried this method a few times. When I went back and did this with my milk blurring stick, it just got like so stuck on the base that I couldn't even get anything down. So then I was like, okay, well, let me just try it without a primer, and it did what I wanted. It blurred out the appearance of pores and fine lines and gave me that very airbrushed kind of appearance. So pretty much in the name of the game, I think that's what we all want to do. We all want to get that very airbrush kind of flawless look. So I just felt like, me personally, I didn't need to take that primer step. Play around with it, see if it works for you. The one thing that they did say on the video though is to use like a nice light dusting. So I'm literally just patting it in, and I'm picking up some product, and I'm just gonna kind of pat that around, specifically focusing on the areas of my face that have more texture and the appearance of pores. And you can see right on camera how it kind of blurred me out and mattified that. Okay, so now is setting spray. So we did moisturizer, eye cream, translucent powder, and setting spray. The setting spray that I am using today is by Cover FX. It's just a regular setting spray. You can use the Urban Decay one, the All Nighter. You can use the Smashbox one. You can use Hangover, whatever setting spray that you're using. I don't think it really matters. You just want to use a setting spray in this step. So I'm just going to kind of lightly dust that. I really like this one because of how sheer and fine the mist is. You don't feel like you're getting like just like chunks or droplets of setting spray on your face. And again, now we're going to let that dry. I think letting it dry is probably a key element in this, because you don't want things to kind of melt and like pile, I guess. Pilling. You know when it balls up? Yeah, that's what I mean. So that is dry. The foundation that I am using today, and this is the foundation that I used in the picture when I originally for the first time tried this method. So I wanted to use the foundation that I used in the picture just for, I guess, transparency purposes. I just wanted it to be as like real as what I showed you guys the first time. So this foundation is going to be just slightly a little warmer than my skin tone, just because I haven't been out in the sun, because you know I'm quarantine living. And this actually really, really impressed me. Because this is not my favorite foundation, and this actually made it more workable for me. And I was like, dang, I actually like the way that lays on my skin now, because I used to have an issue with this foundation that I just felt like it didn't lay on my skin as seamlessly as I like. But that could be because it was a matte foundation, and usually I like to use more of a hydrating foundation. But I grabbed this one just because it's what I had on hand. And yeah, I was like, let me give it a try. And then when I saw how well it worked with this foundation, when this already wasn't one of my favorite foundations, I was really impressed. I know on camera it looks light, but out in like the sun, it's just the undertone is just slightly not as spot on as what I would prefer. Let me get a little handheld mirror. Yeah, still just as great as the first time. Ooh, I have eyelashes in my eyes going all crazy. So I'm going to try to get kind of up close. Don't mind my watering eyeball. But you can see that this is a pretty flawless application and blend, right? Besides the spots that I'm missing, which I was really, really happy about in the first place, because this foundation used to not sit on my face when I originally tried this the first time. So I was like, oh my goodness. And like I said in the intro video, I have not only tried this with this foundation, I have tried this with several others, and I still get this outcome. So I was very, very pleasantly surprised and very pleased that I came on to this technique. So now we're going to go into our concealer, and I'm just basically going to do my face routine for you, just so that you can kind of see, because sometimes you would put on a foundation and like when you would put on the bronzer or the highlight or the blush, it would lift, or even the concealer, it lifts, it slips, it like doesn't do right. I never had this issue with this. So that was like another huge key point that I was like, hell yeah, this is going to be my like new routine now. So I'm just going to do a couple dots because I don't need too much. And then I like to go along like that. This is, oh, I should have said that this is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD concealer in the shade 10. This is a self-setting concealer, or at least that's what they proclaim. So that kind of technically means that you don't really need a powder to set it. But I feel like just with this base, depending on your skin type, I'm normal to combination, and I prefer a little bit more of a dew kind of finish. This leaves me a little bit more on the matte side, but not in a matte where I look dry and cakey or like overly textured. It was just like, it just looked like it was ready to do its job, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this technique gave the foundation the ability to do what it was created to do. And so when I go and set my under eyes, I feel like that's no different, because it used to crease on me originally when I was just doing my foundation or applying the foundation in the normal way that I just had always done it. And I would always have to set my under eye. This time I didn't, and I'm going to get up close for you in just a second so that you can see. Very minimal creasing, if any at all. And on the skin, even though that this is matte, the skin still looks like skin. So I was like, oh, okay, TikTok, teaching this old lady a thing or two. So now we're going to go into bronzer and then highlight and all that. And then this video is going to be done. We want to keep this video short and sweet, don't we? Yes, we do. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty bronzer. This is the Sunstalker bronzer, and this is in the shade Private Island. And I'm picking up my little tapered brush. This is just an e.l.f. brush. I think it's technically a highlight brush, but I like how I can kind of get up in here like this. And we're just going to add a little bit of warmth to the skin. I'm not going to go crazy contouring for this. We're just going to keep it a little bit more light and fresh than anything. I like to take that as so, and up on the temples and around the hairline on the forehead. I personally like to pick up a little bit and rub it into kind of like the corner. This helps kind of narrow out that portion of the face. And I like to go right underneath the nose as well. Just slightly. And then whatever's left over, I bring it up underneath the chin and along the jawline. I'm also going to take, this is going to be my highlighting palette. This is one of the newer trio face palettes by Sephora. This is in the shade Gleam. They have quite a few. I believe that this was $15. I was just absolutely in love and impressed with the pigment and the payoff that these highlighters. I love to mix it and just like look at this. Oh! So I'm going to mix those two just like I did and apply it. And I like to go right up underneath the brow bone and right along my orbital bone. Like so. I like to do the nose just a little bit, bring it up on top of the brows and along the chin. You don't have to do any of these areas if you don't want to. You don't even have to do highlighter here if you don't want to, you know. I am going to pick up a little bit of this blush and I'm going to tap it out and just lightly dust my cheeks, and I like to bring it up underneath the nose as well. I'm not gonna do too much crazy stuff. I might throw on like a little bit of lip gloss, because this was a foundation routine, not like, you know, a makeup routine. So I wanted to keep it nice and short and sweet and simple for you, and barely any editing for me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So this is just the Ulta Overnight Lip Mask. I've had it for a long time. And I just like it because it's like kind of really glossy, and I like lip oils. I'm not going to put too much color on the lip. We're going to keep it real nude and sweet. So at this point, I would go back and reset with the setting spray. And even though that we are in lockdown and quarantine, when I went and took a shower with this, like, I swear, no lie, Scout's Honor, is it 3 or is it 2? Whatever. The water was beating up on my face in the shower, meaning that this is pretty much waterproof, and the beaches open up soon, so I cannot wait to be able to try this foundation routine on a nice hot sweaty beach day. I just cannot wait. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you learned something. I hope that this works for you. Please, please, please give it a try. Tell me how you like it. Tell me if it worked for you, and leave a comment down below if it did, if it didn't, if you love me, if you hated this video. I don't care. Tell me how you're doing. Please like and subscribe as well if you want to keep following me and get all the updated videos of me. And, you know, it just kind of helps a person out, and it's free to help somebody succeed. All right. I hope you darlings have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for taking this time to watch this video, and I will see you soon.